what have I just read on this 1st of September? Pinch and Punch, first of the month.
All right. And with a jingle.
And the jingle. Michael, Alison, Malcolm.
Jingle. There we go. Excellent. Yes, 1st of September. It's the big day of education here in Russia.
Oh yes, we went to pray for that this morning. Sorry.
You did a lot of education praying actually. I did think,
but I didn't actually mention it.
Oh, I thought you did that because you knew it was actually. I thought that was appropriate.
I do know it is,
exactly.
but that wasn't good about no. So so pray for poor teachers, poor children.
Yeah.
It's a big day, lots of flowers and chocolates.
Teachers get flowers and chocolates this first day and they don't really do anything, so I think that's rather good.
They didn't do that?
Well, they definitely don't do it in the UK.
It's a nice proper appreciation of teachers.
It's lovely, I think it's really lovely.
Big day, big celebration. It's a Teachers' Day. So what do we read? 2 Samuel chapter 7. Amazing. I love this whole idea that David wakes up one day and goes, hang on, I'm in a palace and God's in a tent. Not right. Yeah?
But it's just so interesting, isn't it? This whole thing of wanting to put God somewhere, make something physical for God. And God is saying, no, I'm not that. And
I love it because David says, I want to build a house for you. And God says to him, no, I'm going to build a house for you.
Yes.
But when God says that, it's not a house. It's not a physical house, is it? It's meaning it's his
kingdom.
It's his kingdom. It's his
descendants.
legacy. His descendants, isn't it?
And he talks about sending his son, doesn't he?
He says it's very interesting, doesn't it? It's very ambiguous.
Yeah, exactly.
I will raise up your offspring after you, who shall come forth from your body. He shall build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever.
Yeah.
I'll be a father to him, and he shall be my son, a son to me. So, in one sense that was Solomon. Solomon did come, and Solomon did build the temple, Solomon's temple. But actually, perhaps it's really speaking about one of David's great-great-great-great-grandchildren.
Who is Jesus?
Jesus.
So it's a real
So amazing. It's amazing, isn't it? It's all so sort of interconnected and intertwined.
You've got that bit, but then that sentence afterwards that I don't quite get, because I was thinking, that's Jesus, he shall be a son to me. But then it says, when he commits iniquity, I'll punish him with a rod. And Jesus didn't commit iniquity.
Well, isn't that? But he was crucified. Isn't that a reference to the crucified, pierced with a spear?
He took onto himself our iniquities. He was pierced for our iniquities. So in a sense, yes, it's sort of very prophetic passage.
It's got this real sense, hasn't it?
Amazing. And God basically says that I've been travelling around in a tent for the last 400 years because that's the way I do things.
Yeah.
That's basically the sense.
And that really ties in with our next reading.
It's amazing. These readings.
Well, they've put them particularly.
No, they haven't.
It just so happens that they come together.
It just happenstance.
Yeah.
Happenstance.
Amazing.
So the second reading is Act 7, and it's the third reading from this one sermon that Stephen preaches. That's a long sermon.
Is a sermon? Is his defence, or is his non-defence defence?
It is.
He's preaching a sermon in place of a defence.
Yes, but now he sort of rather stops being very diplomatic.
Right, okay. So it's actually not so much a defence, it's his own self-condemnation.
Exactly. He is not.
No, he's not helping himself, is he?
He's going.
You stiff-necked people.
Exactly.
Because remember, one of the accusations against him was that he was preaching against the temple, and saying that they were going to destroy the temple.
Right.
And so now he's sort of really moving into this. God didn't dwell in it. Exactly what Nathan says to David.
Yeah. Or what God says to Nathan.
And he also says, which of the prophets did your ancestors not persecute?
Exactly.
They killed.
Not the most diplomatic thing to say.
If they hadn't already thought they wanted to kill him, by the time they get to this, it's like, oh yes, that's what we do to people like you. We kill you.
Perhaps he knew the writing was on the wall from the very beginning, and
But it's amazing, and then because Jesus says, "I don't dwell in houses made by human hands." Is that right?
Yes.
As the prophet says.
Yes, the Most High does not dwell in houses made by human hands. Heaven is my throne, earth is my footstool. So how can you make a home that is suitable for me, says God?
Yeah.
And that made me think as well of the Transfiguration when Peter says, "Oh, let's make you a booth. Let's
Yeah,
make
yeah.
you and Moses and Elijah a booth for you all to be in." We as humans, we're always trying to sort of humanise, aren't we? To sort of make something physical. And God is like, not physical.
Right. It's always having things, owning things.
Yeah, we try and put things in a box so that we can
Borders
understand them.
and-
don't we?
yeah.
Yeah, borders and yeah, absolutely. That's our problem, isn't it? That,
Exactly. So it's the pizza. So there's that economist who talks about pizza, so Gotham, someone or other, who's like about pizza. You can do economics with pizza.
Mhm.
It's about pizza. Everyone wants to have their own pizza.
Yeah.
But if we all share a pizza, then we all have pizza together.
Mm.
It's much better. And actually, pizza is much more fun when you do share it, because that's sort of one of the great things about pizza. It's sort of it's a natural sharing thing.
You've got ham and pepperoni, ham and
Yes.
pineapple, and I've got pepperoni, and she's got anchovies and Four Seasons.
Exactly. That
And
means we can all benefit.
share, we benefit.
Exactly, as opposed to me just having my ham and cheese.
Yeah.
And that, exactly. Because that is sometimes the thing. It's like, yeah, it's my pizza.
Yeah.
But it's a lovely idea. This kind of pizza is a natural sharing thing, and we all benefit.
Lovely, but I
There's
do
one-
like my pepperoni pizza.
There we go.
Sorry, forgive me.
I
Yes,
don't-
I don't want your son. Exactly. So that's exactly how it all works. I don't want your chicken and pineapple. Ugh.
sorry, Mike, you were going to say there was.
There was one really interesting thing actually. I just had a little sneak the other about cause one of the meetings we missed on Saturday. Knowing that basically Stephen's going to be stoned, isn't he? Is that on Saturday when we
Spoiler alert.
Well, this is last.
this is last Saturday. Maybe it was Acts. Yes, I love this idea. When the guys, it was last week, and the guys had been put into prison. They got out, and then the angel let them
Yes.
out. This is kind of the first lot of guys preaching. This is just
with Paul.
this is
Yeah.
Acts 5. And then they're let out and they appear preaching again. And then same old thing, it's all the leaders of the synagogue are upset. But this one chap pops out, a Pharisee in the council named Gamaliel, said basically, let's not kill him. Let's not kill them. He said, look at all these other prophets who've come and go. They basically just vanish.
And he says, if this is of God, if this is not of God, it will die.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if it's of God, even if we kill him, it won't stop it.
I know, which is an amazing passage, this. It's,
Great
So he
wisdom,
had
the
a
wisdom,
wisdom, didn't he?
the wisdom of this man, yeah.
it's Acts 5, 27 to 8. It was last Saturday's reading, which we don't come on to.
Well, we will discover whether they use this same sort of wisdom as they
Yeah,
pass sentence on Stephen.
yeah. I know the answer, but I'm not going to
We
say
know the
it.
answer.
Come back tomorrow. In fact, the answer is tomorrow, because I have read ahead. I'm
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bless you. Have a wonderful
Right.
day.
Right.
Bye.
And
Right.
Great.